Hey guys, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I'm Inga. This reading is called You're Dead to Me. So why can't I let go? What am I still holding on to? You could have broken up a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, or even years ago, but you still have somehow some unfinished business with a person who you no longer want in your life, but you can't forget about some of the events or things that happen. I feel like this is more of a reading for people who had like an information blackout. Things kind of ended abruptly, you didn't have details, or there were things left unsaid. So let's go ahead and leave it there. If you guys enjoy the reading, hit the thumbs up button, and thanks for joining. Take care. Bye-bye. This is for Aquarius. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is for if you're an Aquarius, the other person is dead to you, but you may have broke up with them years ago, months ago, weeks ago, it doesn't matter, but this person is still on your mind. You still keep thinking about them. And you can't get them out of your mind one way or another, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. You keep coming back to them, things that happened in the past that you can't let go of. We're going to try to see if we can pinpoint where you might have this connection, so you can address it, whether you want to keep it or finally let it go, because the reading is for those of you who want to let it go or understand why you can't let it go. This could be if you're an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or towards someone who was an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The first part of the reading is looking at the karmic bond or the core issue between the two of you. For Aquarius, we have the golden cage. This is the energy of Taurus, Libra. This is Venus, Aries. Venus energy. The golden cage. This is unequal distribution of everything. Someone was just in a power position. One of the other readings had that, but I can't remember who. But it was different. One person is fully in power and can fully control everything. And they did. One person dominated the other on purpose, and one person was quite cruel to the other one on purpose. Someone wanted to beat the other person down and, in a way, destroy them if they didn't do what they wanted them to do. And it nearly did destroy the other person. It destroyed part of them for sure. And it damaged a big part of their life. It's a heavy karmic energy here between the two of you, and a bond that to this day, in one way, is still there with you. What I'm trying to say is that they left scars. There are scars there. This might be why you still have that bond and connection, because they really did do damage, and you could even have physical scars on your body if they were physically abusive. So you're looking at a scar and thinking about where you got it from. What happened? What were the past feelings and emotions and attitudes between you? On your side, we have the Page of Pentacles. You may have had kids with this person, and you were trying to think about your children, and then at one point, especially if it was very abusive, you may have had to stop thinking about your children and run away or get away, which you could have even feelings of damage or guilt, like your child was damaged in all of this, especially if you had to leave something or someone behind for your own survival, and then feeling like, who was I? What was I to do this? How could I do this? But the abuse was somehow very pervasive, that it was this is really something. So it was really destroying even your thinking. And you were just really in survival mode and maybe not thinking everything out totally clearly, because in some way your mind was incapacitated. You couldn't think about things. This Page of Pentacles is the most successful page in the deck. He or she is a sure success because they're very deliberate and thinking and planning. But for me, you couldn't do this. And what finally, when you could, is like you had to just get away from this damage or this mean person. I don't even know how else to say it. It's just like somebody who is just really messed up. On their side, we have the Nine of Wands. So this is the feeling and the attitude between you. It's really hard. This is somebody keeping something back from another person, holding something back. They could have used the kids as leverage. They could have used money as leverage. They could have used food as leverage. It's for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus energy. Keeping stuff away from you, keeping you in a cage. This is the golden cage, keeping you like you feel like even you could have had it all. You had a good situation, but you weren't even in a situation where you could enjoy it. The conditions weren't even such that you could enjoy it, even if they were wealthy or intelligent or fun. They weren't like that with you. They kept everything back from you. So it's just not a very positive energy here. And I feel like you still are thinking about this person because you really have damage or scars from that. You probably could have done with really talking to someone or getting counseling. And even if you did, it's like you didn't get enough because this was really hard in your life. The actions that finally caused the break, what finally ended everything. We have on your side now the Nine of Wands. And on their side, we have the Ten of Wands, guys. And on their side, we have Major Arcana, the Fool. So you're just running away, trying to get away from that, trying to survive, trying to recover. Just trying to get clear. And on their side, they could give a damn. They just moved right along. And yeah, there's not even any more to say there. On your side, what you may not know, we have the Ace of Pentacles on their side. We have the Page of Cups. My goodness. So it's like they got on, they found a new life, a new relationship, a new everything. It looks like you did too, but it took you longer. And this could be what's bothering you. What's still there is like you didn't reach the full potential of things because of what they did to you. They limited you. Could be that you lost some opportunities while you were in this struggle or while you were trying to recover from it. Your lives went in different directions, but it's more or less like you got over it and you moved on, but you know that it limited you, and this is what's bothering you now. That you lost a lot in all of this. Sorry, my son is a little bit sick. My little boy is sick and he's coughing a bit in the background, so I'm sorry for that. But I am taking care of him. He's just coughing. Yeah, this is what's bothering you. And what could have changed things on your side? We have Major Arcana, the Moon. And on their side, we have the Two of Wands. Nothing could have changed it. And that's the first one I had like that. It's just a bad situation, and sometimes you get caught up in those situations where they're just not good for you. The person's just not good for you. You could be better. You're bad together, but you could be better with other people. because you're how to say that? Just because you guys were bad together doesn't mean that you would be bad with other people. And they saw this sooner or quicker than you did. And you were, with Major Arcana the Moon, you were a bit in the dark about that for a very long time in your own life, which then could have limited you, which then brings you to the point now where you still feel like this person's energy is merged with yours because you're still recovering from this damage and from these scars. And the person just wasn't good for you. Where this is all headed, on your side we have the Seven of Wands. You're still struggling with this. You're still struggling with this, and you do need a break in that situation, but the clarity is hard coming with this Major Arcana Moon here. Because the damage is already done, so it's very hard. And again, there might be physical scars or something physically there. Definitely emotional and psychological scars that are with you, and they're very hard to overcome. On their side, we have a Major Arcana, the High Priestess. Next to Major Arcana, the Fool. So you might think that do they know the damage that they did to me? Do they care about the damage that they did to me? They know about it. And at that time, they're justifying. At that time, I was a different person. Remember this aspect, you're different with different people. At that time, I was a different person. At that time, you were a different person. And what I did to you then, I would never do to you now. And I'm not even sure if I really did all those bad things that you say I did to you, because with this Major Arcana of the Moon, there people forget. The grass grows. The grass grows. People forget, or people rewrite history. So on their side, they're not fully acknowledging, they're aware of it. Like they think about it sometimes, but then they brush it off with this Two of Wands, and they think about other things. They just have an easier time to brush it off. But for you, you can't. You still hurt, but it's like you want to know if they know what they did to you. If they would still care, if they knew how much they hurt you. And, underneath it all, they know, but they've gotten past it. It's all in the past. That's what they would say. It's all in the past. I don't even remember all those things so much anymore. It's all in the past. Major Arcana the Fool. So the final advice, on your side we have the Seven of Pentacles, still thinking about it, but it's more like thinking about it and how you can release it, thinking about how you can maybe finally get, if you need some extra support or assistance on how to get this pain away or to forget, not with alcohol or drugs, forget, which I feel like somebody could have tried to with that at some point in the past. Like they're trying to be much more healthy about how they're trying to address this. Would be a good idea. And then on their side, we have the Seven of Pentacles on the Seven of Cups on their side. The Seven of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles on your side. We have the Seven of Cups on their side. See, these are two people who are remembering the past very differently. They have different. So I think that's at the root of what's bothering you. If you're still thinking over this, they remember things differently than you do. And even if they know the truth of the matter, that they did do a lot of damage, so this could be the Aquarius to the other person that's dead to you, or you were dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus who's dead to you. Everybody's remembering this differently. And one person is remembering it very direct, very precise, pin by pin, point by point, punch by punch. And the other person is remembering it more loosely and like, oh, I don't really see it that way. It didn't really happen like that, with a more light version of things. Oh, even if it was, oh, I hit you, oh, that was just a love tap. That wasn't a real hit. So you're not ever going to convince that person to admit the wrong that they did and to try to reconcile it. Not going to happen. At least I don't see it. So the final advice for you, we're going to pull one more. We have the Page of Earth, so we have a repetition of the energy here. It's just repeating. Look out for, so if you did have kids with that person, I think the main point of healing would just be to rely or think about your children or your children's children and try to fix the past with the present. Try to repair the damage from the past with the present. So what does that mean? That's like not repeating the mistakes of the past, or not letting the mistakes of the past get repeated with this next and new generation that's around you. Just trying to, even if the kids are already a lost cause, trying to focus on the grandchildren with whatever time you have with them, or even on other children. Because there's a lot of kids here. Even on other people's kids, you can give love that you can't even give with the people, family around you. Very interesting. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you're dead to me. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit the thumbs up, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.